We're Emily and Kyle. We started as coworkers in late night television, and now we're best friends exploring NYC and our FYPs.
This is an interview show about obsessions. Ours, theirs, and maybe yours too. Welcome to We're Obsessed with You. Hi, Emily.
Oh, hold on. I just have to finish.
Oh, yeah, of course. Finish what you're doing. I'll mind myself. Send. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Kyle.
How's it going?
Honestly, so good.
I'm so glad. Welcome to the WOWY offices, and welcome to We're Obsessed with You. I'm Kyle O'Donnell.
I'm Emily Himes.
This is our show.
This is it.
We're two best friends working in late night television. I am at Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
I work at Late Night with Seth Meyers on NBC.
We are two talent bookers, which means our job is to anticipate what people are going to care about. We watch a lot of screeners. We go see shows. We go to restaurants. It's kind of our job to predict
what's going to be hot.
Yeah, the American taste.
But I am doing dry January. I'm, believe it or not, doing dry January, and I am not drunk right now.
Going well.
So I feel like I haven't done anything yet this month. I guess I've been watching a lot of movies.
That's great. I haven't.
What have you been doing?
Needle pointing.
As you watch a show that actually just came out a few weeks ago, you're catching up on season 1.
Yes, I'm finally watching Tell Me Lies.
It's about time.
Which I know. When I'm finished with it, I'll give all my thoughts.
Okay.
Or when I'm caught up, which will be soon.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's
Obsessed
great.
or over it, Stephen DeMarco.
That's tough because I know that guy would dickmatize me down. Like I would do anything for him. No, I'd do anything for Wrigley.
We love Wrigley.
We love Wrigley. Something happened to you at work this week that you said you wanted to save for the pod.
Yeah, I did because I was
What
annoyed.
did Seth do?
He's such a jerk. I'm just kidding. He's not. We love Seth. I had an appointment on Thursday, and I walked into the office at 11:30. Yeah, that's late, but I had an appointment. I let my department know, and I walked in, and someone said, "Oh, nice of you to join us today."
I would have flipped.
And I said, "Excuse me, have you heard of meetings?" Because I wasn't at a meeting, but like he doesn't know where I was. I have meetings with publicists. I'm going to screenings. I'm doing things to call out in front of multiple people at the office. And Seth was out and about, and I was like, I don't think he even heard or cared. And someone has said this before too. They're like, "Well, Emily, like you always come in a little later." Okay, am I not getting my work done? And do you stay 2 hours after the show like I do? I don't know. I just like, can you comment on when someone is coming into the office?
No, you can't, especially because...
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Well, and also in our roles, we're kind of on all the time. If a publicist calls at 6 a.m., I have to answer that 6 a.m. phone call.
Yeah.
So I think it's baloney for someone to comment on that in the workplace.
He also... it's a man.
Okay, there goes half the office.
And he
By the end of the segment, you will be able to figure out who it was.
He has also said to me, like, "Oh, whenever I'm on the same train as you, because we live in the same neighborhood, I'm always like, oh, shoot, I'm late." Which is also rude. My point is, am I not getting my work done?
Right.
Because you know what? I know I am.
Here's a rule of thumb for everyone. Don't say shit to people.
Yeah, just shut up.
Shut up.
Like,
Like, I don't want people commenting on what time you get to work, what time you leave work. Like, you don't know what's going on in someone's personal life. And don't comment on what people are eating in the workplace either.
Yeah,
that's what
big
I care so much about.
Yeah.
You don't know someone's personal relationship with food. Even if you think it's a compliment, you don't know what that person's relationship to food is. So you're saying like, "Oh, that looks so good." You could think that like, someone could take that in 10 million ways.
totally. Spiral.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I will say what's popping out to me in this conversation is how you're chronically late.
I am.
Yes,
Totally.
absolutely.
But I don't get into the office at 11:30 for funsies. I had an appointment. But also as a booker, like we're meeting with publicists, we're going to screeners. Like I'm out and about.
And the nature of
I'm sorry, as you would say, I'm out in a boot.
I'm out in a boot. I don't know. Especially, this has all changed in the post-COVID world. Like, theoretically, you could just work from home all day and just go into the show if you have a guest. You're not doing that. But people need to understand that everyone's job responsibilities are different. And
I
you
stay
shouldn't
so
comment.
much later than you. I should call them
Yes.
when I'm at my office and be like, "Hey, I don't see you at your desk. I have a question."
Right. Oh, you're leaving already?
Yeah.
Yeah. So rule of thumb, Don't say shit to people in the office about anything.
Also, what do you say you're supposed to say to a narcissist?
Oh, yes. So I saw a TikTok once that said if a narcissist says something.
Not that this person is a narcissist.
No, this person is not. This person is a lovely person, maybe just with some bad social skills. But if someone is a narcissist, you're supposed to say, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Or what was that? I didn't catch that. Because usually they're saying something out of rashness and to hurt. And they will cower if you ask them to repeat it, because they know it wasn't the right thing to do. So now you have two. So you say, that I know, so you say, that I know, so you say. If you know, you know. If you say to a narcissist, I'm sorry, what did you just say? They can either repeat themselves and then everyone will see that they're making an ass out of themselves, or they will not say it and you get the power of shame.
Yeah.
Shame is a greatly underused tool. I just talked about this at dinner actually last night with Ken's and Allie and Steph. Like, we should bring back shame. I think shame is an important tool.
Yeah, I want someone to get red in the face.
Yes.
What'd you just say to me? That feels
okay.
harsh.
I think that you're supposed to play it. This TikTok said play it.
Like you truly didn't understand.
Did not hear
Wait,
them.
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Yes, and then if they repeat it, you say, why do you think that was something you should have said? And then you just call them out, which I think, cool it, everyone. Cool it.
Yeah.
But it really bothered you.
It did bother me because people say it all the time, but I'm also always late. So it's like, also, should I just stop taking it personally? I'm not taking it personally. I guess, just shut up.
You know what I would do? I would say, yes, and just walk into my office.
I should have just, ripped his watch off and thrown it.
Okay, now we know the employee wears a watch, so.
I actually don't even know if you had a watch on.
Emily, what are you obsessed with this week?
Okay, so my lash lift is finally dying. It says it usually
Wilting. Your
they're slowly
flaccid
coming down.
eyelashes.
It says it usually lasts 6 to 8 weeks, but I think with proper care you can make it 8 to 10. So I really push it with my coconut oil, but it's falling. I'm not getting one right away. We're in dry January. I'm trying to save some money. It's just a regroup. So I'm just thinking of ways I can look nice still.
Yes.
And my favorite thing, I went to the Summer I Turned Pretty premiere over the summer for the finale season, and there were all these TikTokers there. And I was with some other booker friends, and we were like, we shouldn't even be here. There's so many TikTokers. Right. And then we got the goodie bag at the end of the night, and I was like, oh, I want to be a TikToker because the swag was so good. And one of the things in it was this Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Detox Hydra Gel Eye Patch.
Love.
They also have a blue one that people really like.
Do you think that's with algae or something? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it's blue.
Okay.
Which I think I just said.
Yes.
So we're going to put them on. I thought it would be really fun.
Oh, my God, fun.
This is supposed to be a clean space, but we're just going to put them on top of all that makeup you have on. I think it'll be fine.
My pancake makeup.
Yeah.
I just take a giant.
You've always loved powder.
Always. A setting spray?
Yeah. Have you seen that TikTok trend where it's someone's attacking you?
Yes.
But we'll have to insert one video
yes,
here
and then
or
it's
something.
I don't have mace, but I have my setting
spray. And then you spray it, and the guy looks over and he's
snatched. Beat to the gods.
Okay, so this, I never really know what to do with it. And okay, so here, oh my God. So you can put it on two ways. You can put it on this way, or you can put it on.
So the big side closer to the nose, or the smaller side closer to the nose.
So I'm actually going to do double. I'm going to do one this way, one the other way, just to see what we like better.
Oh boy. This
this
is also a visual medium. All right, my turn.
And then I'm going to smooth it with this weird thing.
Little spatula that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
What is the price point?
Oh, I think it's about $50 because I had to buy a new one because mine got confiscated in Bordeaux. It's not a liquid, so that was very frustrating. But there's 50 in there. So it lasts a really long time. And you can do it, I usually do it before a wedding or before, twice a week.
They feel very cooling.
You know that Alex Earl's friend, Sally?
Yes.
Sally, who famously had a 24-hour birthday party for her 24th birthday, which was iconic. She actually wore them to a workout class, and they stayed on the whole time.
That's impressive.
Okay, I'm just going to start a timer so we can do before and afters.
Great.
I already got my before photo. You didn't, so we'll never know. But
well, it's hard to...
check the mirror.
It's hard to.
Green is bringing out the jewel tones.
It is.
It's hard to what?
I was going to say enhance perfection. So like my before after is just my after photo, you know? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Wow.
I love this. They're very cooling. I would put them in the fridge.
Yeah.
They may
would
dry.
Be freezing. I also love cooling stuff. I'd have an ice thing in them. I do sometimes.
I love that.
Which I think really does work.
Well, now we're hydrating our skin.
Yes.
Now we're going to.
I'm at the spa. Don't talk to me.
We're going to hydrate our little mouths.
Woo.
If you've spoken to me for more than 5 minutes, you know that I don't drink anymore.
And how long has it been?
It's been since May, but it's basically been since 2025. I spent most of the year not drinking. Remember when we went to our tennis lesson? Hi, Eduardo. And he said,
he listens now.
Yeah, my reservation is I'm going to try to not drink for an entire calendar year. And then the next week we came back and he said he was hungover. That was great. So
it's okay. It's not for everybody.
No, I don't drink anymore. And I have tried legitimately every single mocktail on the market.
There's a lot out there.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
And I went to a bar, Casanara, the other day before I went to go see Bug, Tracy Letts' Bug, starring Carrie Coon.
His wife.
The show is so good. Everyone go see Bug.
I wish you gave a bar, though, that was in Midtown because everyone always needs a bar before a show. And instead you're giving a bar in Brooklyn, which is also fun.
Yeah, it's just too much, I think. But I feel like I'm in Mad Men going to get a cocktail in my office. But I have
Don?
Zooby, zooby, zoo.
Should I be, what's the other one? Ron?
Zooby, zooby.
Sterling? What's his name?
Yeah, Sterling. Or well, it's Sterling Cooper.
I don't want to be Cooper. I want to be Sterling.
Okay, great.
I definitely don't want to be that, who's the one that?
Gets his foot run over by the lawnmower?
Pete.
Yes, Pete Campbell.
I hate Pete Campbell.
This is not a Mad Men rewatch podcast.
It should be. I'm rewatching it right now. Don is so cute.
These are non-alcoholic parch agave cocktails. I have 2 flavors for us.
Okay.
This
They're
one
beautiful.
by you is the spiced piñarita. It is infused with desert botanicals and adaptogens. Emily, ask me what an adaptogen is.
Kyle, what's an adaptogen?
Don't know, don't care. You are trying that one. I'm trying the desert margarita. So they have ashwagandha in them. They have American ginseng in them.
They're gluten-free.
They're gluten-free. Laura, shout out.
I don't know if anyone knows, but my sister's name is Laura. If you're new here, my sister's name's Laura. She gets migraines and she's gluten-free.
All you
and
need to know.
I love her.
3 things about Laura. She gets migraines, she's gluten-free, she lives in Gowanus.
Yeah.
So
more to come.
These are the best canned cocktails on the market.
Okay, this one's smoky.
Yes,
70 cals.
cheers.
Should I yucca it?
No. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait. I think I have the orange one.
No.
That's confusing.
I know, it's very confusing.
It smells so smoky.
It tastes like a real
It
mezcal
tastes like a real
drink.
I would be concerned if I was actually sober, like I couldn't have alcohol. I would send this back and say you put alcohol in my drink.
Yes, my big problem with mocktails at restaurants is A, they're $18, and B, they're mostly just juice and soda, like soda water. So I don't want to spend that amount of money on it. And
you drink
also,
them so fast.
I like the taste of alcohol. I like the taste of a cocktail.
This one's
and
fruity.
these really do taste. They have like an alcohol taste to them.
Where you actually feel like you're like hanging out drink. You're not going to chug this. You're going to drink it like you would a cocktail.
Yes.
I like that one. I think I prefer this flavor.
The desert margarita.
Yeah.
There's also a prickly paloma, which I've not been able to find, but I'm very excited to try it. This
Parch. And it was easy to find.
very easy to find. You can go on their website. They're fantastic. And what's great is they're Hispanic and female owned.
Love.
The beverage industry is mostly white and male. And so to find a business that like kind of more aligns with my value system, I'm like, I'm going to support them. They taste delicious and I feel good about buying them. So my obsession this week are parch agave cocktails. They're delicious. There's also a little sparkle
Can someone
to
tell
them.
us what an adaptogen is? A lot of you reached out about what a VPN is, and thank you.
Yes.
And now it's your turn to step up and tell us what adaptogens are.
Please. And let us know which adaptogens we should be looking out for.
There's multiple adaptogens.
Yes.
Huh.
I also think if you're having a party, we've talked about theme parties.
Yeah.
You should have some kind of non-alcoholic beverage option for people.
Yeah.
And that's not just Diet Coke. don't just offer me a Diet Coke. I want something good.
Like a Shirley Temple.
Like a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, freaking love that.
We want to thank everyone for the support as we continue to launch this podcast. It's been so great to see everyone come out of the woodwork and really share such positive feedback.
We have a friend now, a friend and a fan, Panhandle, Florida Panhandle. Shout out Louisa Lord.
Shout out. A way you can support us besides word of mouth is going into your podcast app or your Spotify app, rating us 5 stars, leaving a comment. The comment could be anything. Leave your favorite adaptogen.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. You're on your phone right now. You're on YouTube.
Just say hi.
Just say hi. That's all we need.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. We love our comments. Chevelle, we're still looking at you. We love all the comments.
Our first commenter every time.
Yes. And we're also available on Gmail. Heard of it? We're obsessed with you.
I forgot about that.
We're obsessed with you at gmail.com. Send us your feedback. Are there things you're obsessed with? Do you have passionate hot takes that you want to share with us? We want to incorporate you guys into this show because
we're
we love
obsessed
you
with
guys
you.
and we're obsessed with you. Emily, I'm very excited about our guest today.
Same.
I told myself that 2026 was the year I really get my finances in order because I'm an idiot when it comes to money.
I don't think you're an idiot, but I think it's good that you're locking in.
I'm really excited to have this guest here today. She has a new book, Well Endowed. It's the follow-up to her book, Rich AF. And it's really a guidebook on what to do with your money. Yes, you're making money, but don't just let it sit there. Make it work for you. She's demystified the world of finance with her millions of Instagram followers.
Yeah.
She's so cool. She lives such a cool life. We're going to be right back with Vivian Tu.
She's going to make us rich.
Yeah.
Our guest today is truly a multi-hyphenate. She's a social media star, podcast host, financial guru, and was named one of Time's 100 most influential people of 2025. Her latest book, Well Endowed, comes out February 3rd. Put your hands together for New York Times best-selling author Vivian Tu.
Woo!
Thank you so much for having
Vivian.
me.
Welcome. Oh my gosh, we're so happy
the
to have
book.
you here. Oh, gorgeous.
The book is incredible.
She's so
Congratulations.
beautiful.
Does it feel like childbirth?
A little. Yeah, because the first time was so traumatizing that I decided, oh, I'm not going to do this again. But then, like, after a couple months, you forget how traumatizing the first book was. So you're like, I would do a second
I can do
one.
it.
Yeah.
So this is perfect.
It's so fabulous. Well Endowed. It's such a cheeky name. It's
Yeah.
too good. And in the epilogue, you go into why it's called Well Endowed.
Yes.
And I think it is a
Can I
great...
tell?
Yes,
Yes, please.
Everybody?
please.
Okay. So everybody knows the crass joke of being well endowed, haha, hee hee, whatever. But if you actually think about the phrase well endowed, it talks about an endowment. And you've probably heard that phrase. It's like, oh, Harvard's endowment for students to, continue. Maybe your favorite, like, big philanthropist gave to your favorite charity, and your charity now has a big endowment. An endowment is literally just a pile of money and resources that helps any organization further its goals into perpetuity. So basically into the future forever. And that's why I want everyone who is listening to this, reading my book, to be well endowed, because I want your money to buy you the life you deserve. I want you to be able to get the stuff you want to get, find the right partner, be able to talk about money, set your family up for success, enjoy today, and then still be able to leave something for tomorrow and the future.
It's so
You're like
great.
hyping me up. I'm like, yes, let's freaking go.
I was reading it and I was like, I'm going to lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how exciting this book is because it's so accessible.
Well, we have here that you were just traveling and someone came up to you and said,
Yeah.
you helped me pay for this trip that
Yeah.
I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel when you realize how many people you've helped?
So I was in Japan, and of course, me and this woman, both of us Americans, loud, annoying. And like in Japan, it's like such a quiet, soft, like, you have to be really respectful in public culture. She was like, you're Rich BFF. And so we're like screaming on the street and people are looking at us. But she told me that the reason why she was able to afford to go to Japan in part was due to the things that she had implemented in her life from watching my content. And I mean, how lucky am I?
Incredible.
Like, it means that like my work has value, it has meaning, there's purpose. And, I think I've looked for that in so many of the jobs and careers I've held, but this one definitely takes the cake.
Oh my God, I would have freaked. I would have cried. Did you cry?
I walked away and I like felt a single tear and I was like, suck it back in the eye, suck it back in the eye.
Well, I'm sure in the world of social media, it can often feel like you're just posting into the void.
That and like people on the internet are diabolical.
Oh,
my
horrendous.
They're so mean.
Yes.
But to actually hear that and like, listen, I get 99 positive messages for every one negative one that I get, but somehow my eyes always gravitate
Of
to the one
course.
really terrible one. But I do think that like actually meeting someone, a real life human being who tells me that, it means something.
Absolutely. Does it happen to you a lot that people come up to you?
Yeah, actually.
Where's the weirdest place?
Okay, so we were at this restaurant and my husband and I were having dinner and I'm sitting on the booth and he's sitting in the chair and somebody came up and stood behind him, like really close behind his chair. And we had a full-blown conversation, me and this person. And Greg, my husband, he was like, Vivian, the next time I'm gonna need you to tell him to get his nuts off of my shoulder. And it just like made me laugh. But like, I absolutely love meeting BFFs in real life.
Yeah.
Especially if they're encroaching on my husband's personal space. It was funny to me.
Yeah.
And we had a great
really funny.
conversation.
Is there a question that not that you're sick of answering, but you're like, come on, guys.
Yeah, like
You
this we should know
this.
about, like,
the BFF
what's the
should know
foundation
this.
that like we need to know this.
Yeah, I think I get a lot of like what's the best investment, or somebody will send me a specific video about one certain stock and they're like, should I buy this? And I think my frustration comes from the fact that for so many years, I have now been the old man yelling off the side of the mountain into the, the abyss and being like, hey guys, we are not trying to pick the perfect investment. Like, that's not a thing. We don't do that. Because when I worked on Wall Street, hedge funds would call every other week and be like, hey, we have to like shut down shop because we made a couple bad calls and like we got to give our money back to our, to the investors. Like, it's not working. You're telling me if these people on Wall Street who have educational backgrounds in this have billions of dollars of research at their fingertips, have Bloomberg terminals that are up to the second updating news, they have all of these industry connections, and they're handsomely paid for what they do. If they can't get it right, you think watching one singular TikTok and very quickly going on Yahoo Finance for 15 minutes, you're going to be able to figure out the perfect investment? Like, other people have tried. It hasn't worked. What has proven to work is being a buy and hold investor, investing for the long haul, not trying to cherry pick, and you can get rich that way. Yeah. And I think that's really important for people to remember.
All I knew, my dad only taught me to save my money. Like, I would work and I put my tips from waitressing like into a little envelope, and then I like opened my little Chase account.
Yep.
And then when I realized once I started working that I was making like 2 cents every month on that, I was like, wait, I feel like I can be doing more with my money.
Which is so rude, by the way, because your money that's in a savings account isn't just sitting there, right?
Right. People are using
your money is being loaned out by banks for credit cards, mortgages, personal loans, car loans. Like, they're loaning your money out. That is not money that is just sitting there.
Right.
And
it's worth more than 2 cents.
And think about how much those banks are getting for those, right? Like, you know what a mortgage rate is right now, 6-7%.
Yeah.
Are you getting 6-7% for the privilege of leaving your money there? Certainly not.
Right.
But what I encourage people to do is open up a high yield savings account.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get closer to right now, like 3.5% on your money versus, I think the FDIC national average right now is like 0.39%. That's literally almost 10 times.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You just get more interest for making one small, smart decision.
Yeah.
Right. This book is full of small, smart decisions for your life. And I
really simple ways to just change your mind a little bit on how to do things. Yeah.
I loved the chapter on health insurance because obviously health insurance is this big, scary thing. And you go term by term and break down every single thing. And what I really like in the chapter is you say, like, make it work for you.
Yeah.
It's not just covering your expenses. Like, at the end of the year, you may have your FSA or HSA or whatever. Right. How can you use that to your advantage?
Exactly.
And that's what
instead of like splurge spending, I feel like I have like $500. Like, should I get like an acupuncture mat? Like, what do I need?
Yes. Like, I highlighted this sentence because I think it is the embodiment of the book. Let's focus on how you can use your money intelligently to get the best day-to-day life for your human self as possible.
Yeah.
And I think that is truly that's the freedom that comes with financial well-being.
Yeah.
That you can optimize it. You can optimize everything in your life for your optimal self.
You know the best thing about being rich?
What?
Tell me.
Tell us.
So I can be excited.
The best thing about being rich is you actually don't have to think about money.
That is that's great. I mean,
Because when you have money, you don't have to actually check the price of the steak on the menu. You know you can afford it.
Right.
You don't have to check the price of should I get the name brand slices of cheese or the, store brand slices of cheese. You don't have to do that.
mm-hmm.
And imagine you never had to have that conversation with yourself again.
That's
So much
great.
space would be freed
So
up
much
in your
space.
brain.
So much space.
And just worry,
Yeah.
constantly fretting.
I
over
feel
it.
like financial anxiety is the biggest pillar in overall emotional anxiety right now.
And it's the one people don't talk about.
People don't.
actually.
They're like, oh, you have to be physically well, go to the gym. You have to be emotionally well, go to therapy. Sorry, you can't do any of those things if you don't have the cash to do it.
yeah.
Right.
Like, gym membership costs money, right?
Mhm.
You know
They're
that going to
expensive.
therapy costs money, right?
Right.
If you don't feel confident where you live and know that roof is going to be over your head for a really long time, or if you don't know where your next meal is coming from, if you don't know any of these things, those are the things that are going to weigh on you. And they weigh on you at home, they weigh on you at work, they weigh on you on your commute.
Yeah.
It is a 24/7 burden on your back. So we have to talk about financial health in the picture of mental wellness
Yeah.
and mental health.
Yeah.
A lot in this book, especially in the parts about relationships, both familial and romantic, is about just having those tough conversations.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to talk about estate planning, but as someone who's lost a parent, she had everything in order because
Yeah.
her father instilled that in her, and she worked in probate. My mom worked in the probate
Yeah.
court system, so she
Yeah.
was like, I'm not doing this to you
Yeah.
all. And it helped me so much with the grieving process because I wasn't constantly thinking about this looming financial thing happening. Like, where was it going? Who was it going to? What was paid for? What wasn't paid for? It is, I think, one of the most important things a parent can do, and the most important thing a child can do to a parent to say, get this in order. Because you mentioned that we're about to go into the greatest generational wealth
transfer. And we're the sandwich generation.
Yes.
You know that, right? We are getting to that age where maybe your friends are starting to have kids, so they have to take care of the generation below them. But at the same time, their parents are starting to age, and very literally 1 in 4 people have $0 saved for retirement. The other 2 are underfunded for retirement. Maybe there's 1 out of the 4 that's appropriately funded for retirement. So you're gonna have to help them out.
Yeah.
And so now not only are you helping below you, you have to help above you. And to your mom's exact point, I am so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
That was a gift to her son.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It was a blessing, and everyone should talk to their parents.
Yeah.
And if you have children, you don't want to think about these things, but you have
Yeah.
to. It's
Yeah.
so important.
Yeah, my parents did. They gave us a little zip drive, and they were like, "This is everything."
Yeah.
And because my mom had to deal with her parents passing away during COVID, and it was a mess. Nothing was in order, and she was like,
course.
I don't want that for anybody, and and for myself.
Right.
Handle me in the right way. Here's my
And
zip
I
drive.
feel especially for me, and I don't know, if everybody listening is an immigrant kid,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but I am the first gen. I was born here, but my parents immigrated to the US. So they had never heard of estate planning. I had actually gotten my estate plan done because my husband and I were buying a home together. We owned property. We were going into our wedding planning, all of this. So we were like, let's just organize it. And when we did it, then I went and talked to my parents about estate planning. My dad, can I tell you, the first thing he said to me was so you're basically preying on my downfall.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
No.
that's not what I said. That's literally not what I said. But they were, really, really hesitant. They were anti-estate planning. They were like, why are you planning on us dying? I'm like, are you not planning on dying at some
Right.
point? Question mark. Ultimately, they came around. I was lucky. They didn't fight it. But if I'm honest, I paid for it. I paid for the attorney to help us file that paperwork, to do all of it, because my parents weren't going to.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes as children, you have to, what's the phrase in the corporate world? You got to manage up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Manage up those parents.
Yes, absolutely. Your parents are so much in the book, which is so fun.
I love too your analogy about when you went to the buffet, the Chinese buffet, because it is a way of living. Can you explain the story?
Yes. Okay.
Way, so everyone knows what we're talking about.
So if you are not an expert at going to a Chinese buffet, let me give you a little education here. First off, as a little kid, I would get to this buffet and I'd be like, pizza. Yeah. Because my parents are Chinese. Like, they were cooking Chinese food every single night. I was so excited to see pizza. And my parents would be like, absolutely not. You are not eating the pizza. We would then all go stand by the seafood section and wait for like the lobsters and like the snow crabs to come out, and we would eat our fill. And then we would be allowed to move on to the meats. So like the steaks, the porks, the chicken. Not even chicken. Chicken was like a cheap meat. Like, okay, we're looking for...
We're eating good at the buffet.
We're eating good at the buffet. And so then you could get some meat. After that, we could do like a vegetable, but not like a crappy one, like broccoli. I'm talking like snow peas, like, pea shoots, something that's like kind of expensive. And then at that point, first off, you should have already been so full you can't breathe. But after that point, then you could get the pizza, the rice, and the carbs. And this was because growing up, my parents didn't have a lot of money. And going to this Chinese buffet was like such a momentous occasion. It would be like, if I got straight A's all year, we would go and celebrate. Or like for someone's birthday, we would go. And it felt like we had to extract every ounce of value out of this buffet. And for me, that's why like optimization is a birthright.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I think about everything in my life like a Chinese buffet. Like, how do I schedule my day so that the most important thing goes first, and then I slowly trickle down, and then if I don't get to these last three things, it's not a big deal. I can push it to tomorrow. But I don't think everybody thinks that way because they don't have that kind of childhood trauma.
Right.
But, I do think it became a pretty good adult skill for me to have.
Yeah.
It
makes you think too, like, how am I going to get the most out of this? And I love that. Like, you left having the best of the best from that buffet.
Yeah.
But I think you can apply that to life too, and how you spend money and what you want to do with your day and life and funds.
Yeah.
We're going to be right back with your obsession.
Okay.
Can you tease us with one word?
It's 2 words.
Okay, great.
Beanie Babies.
Oh, fab.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
I love Beanie Babies. I have no idea where this is
90s
going.
kids. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're here with Vivian Tu. She has teased us with her obsession with
Beanie
Babies.
Babies.
Yes.
All right. Tell us. What are you obsessed
take
with?
us there.
So my obsession is prenups.
Oh,
And okay,
my
I feel like you two are probably like chronically online, so
Yes.
you understand the reference now.
Yes.
But there is this meme on social media of this husband and wife, and they're in divorce court picking one Beanie Baby by Beanie Baby to split their asset of their Beanie Baby collection.
Insane.
And they wouldn't have had to do that had they had a prenup.
No, that is so
That's
funny.
Beanie Babies. Okay, so I'm married, didn't get a prenup. Now I'm like, should I get divorced so I can get remarried?
You can still
again?
get a post
You can get a
nup.
post nup.
I'm going home tonight and say, Mike.
You got to keep reading.
It's time.
Yes.
I know. Well, I think like originally, like I always thought like prenup, it's you have money. Somebody's marrying someone rich and the family's like, no, we have to protect our money. But I do
Right.
know that it's so much more than that.
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the estate planning thing. Like,
Yes.
yeah, we're all going to die, so we all should do estate planning. And if you're married, there's a high chance that the marriage will not work out. So why wouldn't you just do something as a protection?
Can I give you my argument that I feel like has actually, which is so shocking, by the way, because you can very rarely actually change people's minds these days.
Yep.
But can I give you the argument of what changed my mind about a prenup?
Please.
And how I think everyone should be thinking about this?
Yes.
The main arguments against a prenup are, so you think we're going to get divorced.
Right. You're assuming the worst of our relationship.
Okay. I'm not. But statistically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
roughly half of marriages do dissolve. Okay, so we're already off on some rocky numbers from jump. But now I have a question for you guys, which is, okay, do you plan on getting sick in the next 12 months?
Right.
No? Why do you have health insurance?
Right.
Do you plan on getting into a car wreck? No. Why do you have car insurance? Do you think some tornado is going to come rip through your home and destroy everything? No. Why do you have home insurance? You rent? Do you think there's going to be like a flood that happens and like your upstairs neighbor is going to like fall through the ceiling?
Right.
I think about that a lot.
Why do you have renter's insurance otherwise? We have all of these other insurances and we don't think twice about them. We don't think it's a bad omen. We don't think anything. We're just like, these are protections. A prenup is just a protection. And the problem people don't like understand is that whether or not you draft one, you get one. If you don't go to your own lawyer and your partner gets their own lawyer and then you work together to come up together with a fair prenup for your relationship, the government gets to write it. And I don't know about you.
I don't know if I like that.
Right.
Wait, what do you mean it's built into a divorce filing?
So every single state has their own like laws about marriage. There are community property states where within there's also like certain times, like if you are with a person for long enough, you are essentially married, even if you don't go to the courthouse or whatever. Mm-hmm. But each state has their own rules. And I don't care if you are left, right, or center. I don't feel good about giving the government any sort of power over my relationship. They do not know me and my partner. They do not know me and my lifestyle. They do not know anything about me.
Yeah.
I know me really well. I know my partner really well. And on a sunny day, on a day when you and your partner feel nothing but love and warmth to each other, sit down and decide what is fair. Fair can mean a lot of different things. Say, you and I are getting married. We have made a decision that you are going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm going to keep working. You should be asking for a prenup, even though you technically are going to be the broker one. Right. Why? Because technically, I can only go to work and make the money because you're taking care of the home, taking care of our kids, doing all of these things. Mm-hmm. And you have a great career. But here's the thing. In 10 years, when I decide to leave you for a hotter, cuter, younger model.
Yeah, rude.
Rude, very rude. What are you going to do? Because all of that money technically was made by me.
Right.
You've now missed out on 10 years in the workforce.
Yep.
It's going to be very hard for you to get another job. You have now become accustomed to a very specific lifestyle that I have provided for you. Yes. It's not about one person leaving destitute and one person leaving some sort of robber baron. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's truly about what is fair.
Yeah.
And I think people are forgetting that, like, you can be fair to your partner.
Right. I like you saying on the sunniest day do it, because you're going to be so kind to each other. This is what's fair. Yeah. Because when it's not, that's the cloudy, stormy day.
After someone's cheated.
Yes.
After
cutthroat.
It becomes something that you're willing to just do to twist the knife. Yeah. I actually spoke with a divorce attorney, and he said one of the worst cases he ever worked on, they like got all the assets split out, all the assets split out, all the assets split out. The last thing they could not agree on was like the toaster oven. And they were both going at each other's throats over this stupid toaster oven.
And it probably wasn't even about the toaster oven.
It was never about the toaster oven. The lawyer, one of the lawyers, one of the lawyers literally said, "I will buy you an identical toaster oven as a divorce gift." And they said no. They were fighting tooth and nail over this stupid toaster oven because they just wanted to get one over on their other partner because of feelings of animosity. Mm-hmm. Do it on the sunniest day when you have nothing but love and compassion. And you're thinking, if our relationship has ended, we're probably both really sad. Yeah. I want to do right by this person and I want them to do right by me. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to make decisions that benefit both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure also going into divorce proceedings, you're also like, it's a weight off your shoulders. Like, this has already been done.
Yeah.
It's
why?
Yeah.
It's also cheaper because when you get divorced, and you're going after each other's throats.
I thought you were going to say, and you're going to.
Yeah. I mean, statistically speaking, half the people are. Yeah. But like, when you're going into that situation and you're going after each other's throats, there is no winner or loser. Yeah. Both of you are losers. The only winners are the lawyers. And they're going to make money hand over fist if you guys can't figure it out and settle things like adults. You're going to settle it in court. And for every hour, they're going to bill you hundreds to thousands of dollars.
when you had this conversation with your partner,
Yeah.
how did it go?
Yeah, why don't I just tell you what's in my prenup?
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can
Sure.
like take notes for my post-nup. Yeah.
Exactly. So basically, we sat down together and I was like, I think we should get a prenup. And he was like, okay. What do you want in it?
Mhm.
Like, my husband was very, very open-minded.
He's so emotionally mature.
Yeah, I love him.
He like unfortunately is the most stable person I know, and I'm not. So we work out great. But basically, when we first started dating, I was making less than him. The first year, he probably made twice as much as I did. And then over the course of the next like 3-4 years, his income zoomed up dramatically. At one point, I think he was making 3-4x what I was making. And my income was like, okay.
Yeah.
At year 5, I had a really great year in media, and we actually made the same.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
And then after that point, I have since been the breadwinner. And now I can make 2-3 times what he makes every year. But the thing was, when we first started dating, he never made me feel less than for making less than. And he was always so kind and so generous. He paid for more of our vacations, paid for more of our rent. And because of that, I put a bunch of my money away into savings, into investments. And when we decided to buy a home together, we weren't married yet. And I put in 6 figures more than he did
Wow.
on down payments, closing costs, stuff like that.
Yep.
But I wanted us to be 50-50 owners in the home because I would have never had that cash
Right.
without him having paid for our trips and more of our rent. And I saw where the money was coming from.
Right.
So I wanted to be fair to him. And so what we did was we were 50-50 on everything we brought into the marriage. So all of our assets, our home, everything.
Yeah.
We're going to be 50-50 on everything during the course of our marriage in terms of earnings and in terms of everything we have. So maybe that's a second house, maybe that's a car, maybe it's whatever. Like, it's earnings from his job, earnings from my business. But 100% of the actual equity ownership of your Rich BFF
Yeah.
is carved out. And I retain ownership of 100% of that. So if we were to separate, maybe if I've made all this money for the, however many years we were together, he is a 50-50, eligible on that. But he can't touch my business once we separate. And I wanted that because, one, I didn't want my ex-husband to have a say in how I could run my business.
Totally.
But two, the way I thought about it was, well, if we were to separate, I wouldn't be able to put my name on his resume. I don't get any benefits of his 10 years of work experience.
Yep.
He should not get any benefits of what I've built.
Totally.
And it was a very fair
Yes.
and,
That
you know,
feels very
kind.
amicable. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not like I was like, okay, I'm going to get 98%
Yes.
and you get 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like 50-50 is very fair
Mm-hmm.
with an exception.
What could be an awkward conversation for 10 minutes or however long it's going to be. Not that a prenup conversation is 10 minutes, but I mean, broaching the conversation of it will save you so much emotional turmoil at the end of it. So, put up with that awkward thing
Yeah.
in order to save yourself.
Can I tell you though, money conversations have never been awkward between me and my husband.
That is
because
incredible.
No, it's not incredible. I'll tell you a
Why?
terrible story. Because 30 days into us dating, my girl roommate and I moved into a new apartment. I was really excited. We were moving from Midtown, which I was like,
Classic.
disgusting corporate cog.
me out.
And then we moved into like the Soho, Nolita area.
Cool.
So I was like, I am a cool girl now. Everything is
Yep.
amazing. We moved into an apartment that had a horrific cockroach infestation.
Been there.
Nightmare.
It's traumatizing.
It's a classic New York story. But I had only been seeing this man for like 4 weeks. Like, I don't even think I knew what his middle name was. But I grabbed a weekender bag, and I packed up some clothes, and I was like, get me out of here. Like, I
Yeah,
can't live. Like, we found a dead roach in our ice tray. I was like,
no, and
this
that's
is
sealed. Like, how are you getting
how
in?
did you get in?
Yeah.
How did you get in?
Houdini.
And so I'm at his apartment, and like one night turns into 3 nights, turns into a week, turns into, I'm like, oh, okay, I've been here for a minute. And him and his roommate had been so nice to me. And I sat him down one evening and I was like, hey, I just want to be really, really clear. This is how much money I make. I think at the time, like my base salary at JP Morgan was like $85,000. I do not have anything saved because once I pay my lease break to get out of, this roach motel, I will have wiped my savings. I cannot afford to pay you and your roommate anything to
Yeah.
be here. And it's going to be tight for me for a minute. And I felt so financially naked.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed. And he responded with, don't worry. I never expected you to pay rent here. Like, this is how much I make. We had a big conversation about our salaries, about debt, about finances, and like what our expectations were for our bonuses that year, if we were going to get bonuses that year, like everything. And at the end of the conversation, I cannot tell you, I felt so close to this man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like he's the one.
He's the one. And
Was
he
that the
was.
moment?
Yeah.
No, I think, there wasn't like a moment. It was
Yeah.
like all of these little things that he did over time that added up that I was like, I think this person would make a really great life partner. And I could see this person, like before him, I was like, oh, I don't think kids are for me. But once he and I started dating, I was like, could I maybe see like a small tater tot that kind of looks like us running around? Like maybe.
Cute. Yeah.
And so I feel like because that happened 30 days into our relationship was such a horrible, shameful, terrible experience for me. Every money conversation we had after that was actually a breeze.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There should be
Wow.
no shame about talking about that. Even
With
with
your
your with your
partner.
partner, but even friends, I do think becomes like a weird thing to talk about, and people
Yes.
hold things very close to the
Yeah.
vest, and it's hard to have those conversations because you don't know how someone else feels, or that you know they're not being transparent. So like, it's really great that you can
Wow.
do that.
It came from
Let's
a
do
very
that
dark
after
place,
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
right.
But
also
it
like
ended
a-
up good.
A sexy quality in a guy to be able to
Yeah.
like have these tough conversations.
yeah,
Oh, I love that.
He's
I know,
so
me
emotionally
too.
regulated, and I'm not. It's like crazy, actually.
That's great. That's great. It's that
Yeah.
equilibrium in the
Yeah.
relationship. You have a flight you got to catch, so we're running out of
Yes.
time, but we want to do a lightning round.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's do it.
to
I
get
love a
your
lightning round.
Takes on hot topics. Just tell us if you're obsessed or over it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
magicians at parties.
Ooh, obsessed. I love magic.
Me too. Voice notes over 60 seconds.
Over it. I don't even like a voice note that's 10 seconds long. I'm immediately turning and looking at my PR
Her team just looked at each other.
Yeah, I hate a voice note, and they love sending them.
Hotel restaurants.
Can I give a half? Because I love room service, but I don't love a hotel restaurant. I want it to be brought to the room. I think on travel days, room service saves your life.
Your robe.
Love. Shirley Temples.
Obsessed.
Same.
Gen Z renaming Karen to Jessica. It's new.
This is new information to me. Obsessed because there was a really mean girl at my high school, and her name was Jessica.
It's always
Perfect.
Jessica.
It's always Jessica.
It's always Jessica. Radical honesty.
Only if it comes from a place of actual care and love. Some people are now weaponizing the therapy speak of like, you have, I'm like, stop diagnosing me.
Yeah.
Like, that's not honesty. You're just being a jerk.
Yeah, totally.
Reading the restaurant menu before you go
Oh,
to the
obsessed. I have ordered
Yeah.
in my mind.
restaurant. And you know what your friend is getting.
Yeah,
The whole
I ordered for them.
Yes.
I don't want to hear the specials. I know what I
yeah,
want.
yeah.
I know what I want. Yes. Micro retiring.
I'm over it because I think there is a way financially to be able to live really well today that doesn't require you to actually fully disconnect from your career, that you can still have a happy today and plan for the future. The micro retirement where you actually take like 5 years off sets you so far back because of time value of money, because of compound interest, that you may never actually get to full retirement if you do that.
Oof.
Okay,
Terrifying.
I'm over that too.
Yeah.
We have one last question.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Are you obsessed with us?
I am.
Yay. Thank you, Vivian Tu. This was so
Thank
great.
you so much for being here.
Your book is out now, Well Endowed,
February 3rd.
February 3rd.
Not now.
Not
February 3rd, everybody.
Your
Well,
book is
you
out-
guys can pre-order a copy at richbffbook.com. And if you pre-order, there's a bunch of freebies like rent versus buy calculator, how to split rent with your boo calculator.
Love that.
I love that.
My wedding planning checklist that
I
I
wish
used.
I had that.
A bunch of like what's in my trust and will, everything.
Great.
Oh,
The book
okay.
really is incredible. It's a workbook. She really walks you through all these things from
You're gonna be set up for success.
health insurance to this end of your life plan. It's great.
Exactly.
It's fabulous. Thank you so much,
Congratulations
Vivian.
and
Thanks
you.
for having me.
Yay.
That was so
Thank
fun.
you. Oh, I'm so glad.
Fun.
Thanks for tuning in.
Are you obsessed with us? Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Bye.
That's the way it works. There are no credits on commercials.
You got the Clio.
It's your job. I give you money, you give me ideas.
And you never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.